By the end of it all, that is the best option to move on. Was it BBC for a reason? SMBC for a reason. BBC kwa. So if something has changed or something is moving on or there's something that is causing your activities, your life this morning, it happened for a reason. As I'm chrono at the chrono, AC will be binti. Na nini na mwedu wana den sa the chrono si. Ebi be so ya pass bibi sa ekoso. Nanso sa de no e de sesan ba. Nini na mu ne papa mu na AC. Ntaropai we ne futu sam ne in crasher sama me yeah, check our the dialogue show, so live on the 2 television. This show is proudly sponsored by Franco Trading Enterprise. Phones pa ifi, phones pa ahifi, a banner printers, laptops, accessories, Acadia Hudwa, Yedi Juma Abia for Kwanswa, open mobile phone, I'll be Juma, Nebetimi so ache Ediamaudia, Franco Trading Enterprise, and I pay may come for Ediamau. Franco Trading Enterprise are calling on individual Ghanaians to be aware of some unscrupulous persons who are using their Facebook account to defraud innocent Ghanaians. As someone more can say, any our social media, especially Facebook, and the Francophone Ejijen Kofosika. Now, as some dense umpe wasem umpe subi abi travel faswa. Da meka se oje number na na be call Adabraka head office. Na wakokoshe won na bibia so etimi akonkai. Adabraka headquarters no ubetimi afre won na ofre won ewo eye 0546133188 0546133188 and 0246422338. Offer number is our boss. We are now called Adabraka headquarters. Any Roxy Cinema, any dear we share na automedican tentem aquacogenium mama boss na wait me a website and www.francotrading.com. Now a new mahodua about a TV, accessories, tablet, and then the account dia won any bit me about one papa. Mobile phone so the Ghana ha Ajia to so Munoma air papa. Joy Herbal Center at the Vical 20, the ultimate immune system booster. Onum be a bit me about COVID-19 Ghana cases wouldn't be I could do. 3,940 and one cases for by 625. As at 21st, 22nd of January, na Ghana meno kasano sabreno na enipa ewu 372. Ni 3 days time ekwa 377. Ena enwankwa akwa 390. Eho ena akwa kudru. Ghana COVID-19 cases no ebi akwa kudu no nipa ewu nkwa 390 ena ewu. Na asamden say Joy Herbal for the Vical 20 number say ensa COVID-19 ya de nemum ultimate immune system booster. The tell say unum sa edrona a boost immune system. Na in soldier for no ni peduenum enya hoden brane pa anta no pay make am for Vical 20 e de amount say no bi. Ya de no brane ha amankwa naturally no and no brano 100% chemicals bia enim. And one say over 0244585531 0244585531 ofra obeje so na wa kire obeje bia to na 0244876321 na Joy Herbal Center drum waso bia anumbi anopa bia menumbi ansa na matenase anti me kanfo adroi e de amawo se wo so pebinom na emwo high sense everyday prices for everyday people. As some then say high sense ekoswa amobibia afishiapa e more de and or the more loyal customers. The tell say about the most authentic electronic devices are Ghana for Ajia Tumupadia high sense for and obetimi account for edi ni papa no edi amount. High sense e bo dewru akacho say ope enyoma papa obetimi edi djuma na watimi ade aboa especially user friendly product yana eban energy efficient adinam kania FM na untuanyam kania bobo bebre so a high sense for product and make am for pay edi amount eba no say ne bo no so edafom obi bia timi etobi na uko high sense adosuma uko no ahye nose mask kama na wabon ho ban na mo so abon ho ban esan say loyal customers no wakuma edom so pa the 5-year warranty all kan wasem no idea high sense e border ru say edaso e wo ho na high sense e ka say the ono eye bia wa fe atwamu ene mfia hodo atwamu no eba promotion say nyoma no wotete so discount ahodo mede ma wono obesa so aye ewo afi mu ti hye no so pa say oko any of our showrooms ubowura ho pa ene nyoma no do soap water dispenser water kettle any water dispenser eba steamer any afi eba washing machine deep freezer any ahodo nyoma air conditioner ubetimi ade bobo office dia Hisense and no pay me recommend ede amount in Krabatani Dawson your East Legon Mensa Wood Road opposite Melcom Plus opposite Melcom Accra Opera Square La Paz Nyamicha Junction and also La Paz Road Bachuna Rainbow Junction Sprinters Road North Industrial Area opposite Melcom Plus and Junction Mall Enunwa Junction Achimota Wachimota Mall na afi West Hills Mall Tema Community 1 Urban Stadium and afi Kaswani Pink FM ND NMHwe and afi Christian Village adjacent La Paz Community Hospital Annex and afi Broadcasting Junction Weja Kaswa Highway and abehwe yechira kwan na oni di enkomo omone AF Electricals ne di NMHwe Kumasi City Mall Dum Kufor Clinic building no and abehu Hisense for Collins Avenue and Takra de Oben Market Circle na Takwa ground floor plot 90 European town and Sunyani and so a old GNTC building a new showrooms no a new site opposite Alabato Junction and as Alabato Junction ho na obehu and afi so oko obuasia new insuta Yehoah, it did Juma kama. I say Hisense. Oman say everyday prices for everyday people. Some then say what it on your man to say who or just say nebo no edit that form kwaku pebi na what you did Juma friend 0302 550000 0302 550000. And these are my major sponsors. I don't pay Omoba Mechi Domramede Jumedi Adro. Yanko the Bokra Tenimuna, Yenfa Emu Enkomo Emrel. The New Crusading Guide, and I don't pay Minister in common as on the front page of the New Crusading Guide. Mahama Chachu couldn't meet threshold for review Supreme Court rules. And no Asema the New Crusading Guide, and I pay what the Abba say in Kaun Asem Enfa Emau. Now, New Crusading Guide, Kyle say, Enra Supreme Court Quasita, now or say Chachu and Mahama. Review a hold on what they call Supreme Court, no, Ebo, Eddie, Tuguya, and pay Obo, and whom Amania said, the two and a more, not a more, and Dibia Udino, so intimate and calling him, come, pa, no, and Democrata, the New Crusading Guide, and Odessa, Amanino, Abba, and Opeya, Yeka, and Honsem. Ma wetimi atibi ma bibia konka na no asem de ne se Supreme Court judge for no ye de makoma akomienu ebeka enso no ho e ma ne ye enkron na judge for no e kire mo powers ene emra no se ne eye adwuma na at long last no na petitioner John Dramani Mahama the lawyers no chachuchika tamone na pamfo de na omo siki ni nyina no yabo ni nyina etimi atogo a review mienu application mienu and a bought to go into 9 judges no 909018 against the petitioners and pay the new weekend crusading guide and pay mede ehonsem abra with the bokrata na okenkan bia na ensem no de ekoso pa chachu ye na famu de bia ekonkodin bia enso ontimi antitim ankosiaga me no ekase Supreme Court etimi abo omonsam no atimi atogu a yebepe ene court no besa ko asetena wo 10 o'clock am anopa ya na yakwa akohwese ne nyoma etimi akọ efa court onsem na bibia nso etimi akọ enkan na the same story of the Supreme Court no the Chronicle so reported the same story and pay a year Supreme Court and seminal. The Chronicle is also reporting this morning that Chachu fails to convince law lords and some pay what the Abado Bokrata and Muse Chachu Chikata no lawyer Nimapa Edema a year the petitioners no Ofeli say obetimi a convincing a year a judge for no and pay the Bokrata Oshima or can answer my with me at TV. Such a tree and after Mudibiasana, but he couldn't succeed at long last. When to me and succeed and convince a year a judge for no and no a semano pay the chronicle so obo amane efa a and rather corso was Supreme Court no. Chachu fails to convince law lords as two main applications thrown out and no a sema. The Bocrata, the Chronicle, and so Edeba. Court on seminar moon, so-called daily statement on also Bahama. More defeats for Mahama as Chachu and Co. failed to meet Supreme Court thresholds. And we page 2 of the daily statement. And Dahon Chachu is the lead counsel for Mahama. Infoni Dahono or the tactics Nibia. Na famudi ebi mo se o Chachu de Black Star tactics na nam 442 aya de corner enko yi na no abi no so de nam na so ni na nkwa akosi aga amfa amano anopai Democrat daily statement ebo ho amane a okoma batimo ensam na Supreme Court ensam de it is a krata ni nyina de aba Ghanaian Times most authoritative newspaper so e kan wasem. That is page 15. Esiedun Ketia Kwesa White likely to give evidence today. That is the Ghanaian Times. And so the Awadiabano was a Sidun Ketia and Kwesa White. Omo and a year the principal witness Mo Kwakujinam Ediama a year the petitioner and a Ghanaian Times. Which is one shot a Sidun Ketia and Kwesa White. Omo Ebetimedio Madansen Aba Ghanaian Times and pay Obo a home amanie ma wetimi ati ebi. The daily guide and so a Supreme Court of Korea sem anopeya. Na also a report say Usha Senate Court no bounce was Supreme Court bounces Mahama full trial begins today and no wakawasem say ene asetena no ebesha asiankasa ni akọ nsem no ankasa anopai ye hwe di besi o Supreme Court Ghana nyina ni di akire ni bekọ akosi ho anopai krata ye fe no Daily Guide Ghana's favorite newspaper. And so, Ebo Ahmanie. The biggest story written boldly on the front page of Daily Graphic. And so, Daily Graphic had the about election petition. Hearing begins today as Mahama's application for review dismissed. Almost a headline on what they about, I don't know. 9 panel judges, no? Justice Kwesi Eniebua, Chief Justice of Ghana's Republic. Infoni and a down for almost Ebo and Semno Etugui, Anopai, the Democrat Daily Graphic, and so Edeba. Now you come back to the new weekend crusading guide, and some Fufurubi Oho, Equiapim South MCE drags real estate developers to the dock for defamation. And no MCE for Equiapim South, the Honorable Frank Edu, and say, or the directors are mother real estate be Akako PMO, a year. Penifo enim say odifemi no akeka nsem bi afa ho e ma me Gloria Nyako na eye Bridget Ofosu so omona da Truth Properties ano na assemble yi onya krata ye fe no the new weekend crusading guide obeko emo ensem. Josport Group secures 50 million euro contract from Hungarian government and also ensema wade aba coming up at the right corner of the new weekend crusading guide, field day for petty thieves at Toyota Ghana. Asema also ade aba enono yensem bibiri. Stop dealing with wrong person. Mutual chief wants lands commission. Yensema wade aba and also called the new weekend crusading guide. And some de wabona do so po atro and the go out in Kabia obeti emu ensem. Now back to the Chronicle. Now the other stories pending in the Chronicle. Now COVID-19 kills 3 kids at KATH. That is Kafwanoche Teaching Hospital, the biggest hospital in the Ashanti region. Yes, in Kwadami and COVID-19 by say enya enkwada ba kukra do nya 11 months. Bosome du baako na wanya onya afekra COVID-19 ekunu timo amade yade no edi agro no ene da ho no ntihwe na ehye no so pa na wose Ghana moves 2 places up in latest report
latest CPI, Corruption Perception Index. And no ANSMA or the ABA. Also, Ghana has scored 43rd marks in the current Corruption Perception Index, CPI, ranking 75th out of the 180 nations on the 2020 CIP, that's Corruption Perception Index, law compiled by Transparency International, with Sub-Saharan Africa being the lowest performing region, showing little improvement from previous years and underscoring a need for urgent action. In 2015, Ghana scored 47th. And in 2016 came down to 43rd. And in 2017, it recorded her worst performance with an average score of 40 out of 100 and rose marginally to 41 in 2018 and maintained that figure in 2019. And our research in Asadia Basis is Ghana moved to 43rd. That's an improvement abem on my corruption. And I pay we as the Chronicle. And Odessa and Semno Abba, Mebo Amane, Eddie Amon. Uko, the Daily Statement, back to the front page now. Please stop and search operation to check COVID-19 spread. Enra, Inspector General of Police, Ordinance Director of Public Affairs, Superintendent Sheila Abaye Backman Kesse. Yama, me audition ano. Our Ministry of Information. Sisi o match nipa 961. Our muni COVID-19 share so. Ebi mo ya bomoka. Ebi won so ya dia so twene punishment bi amomo. Anopai yenyina ni mra no so. Sans opposed for any abre. Government commends stakeholders for cooperation during Rawlings funeral. Eno aban ebo ankranko ene meku awodo se umbeta aban echi ma otimisi papa J kama eno ayensema the Daily Statement, so the Ghanaian Times, the most authoritative newspaper. Other stories pending there. COVID-19 scare. We will ensure safety of school children. GES assures parents. Professor Kwesi Opukwa-Mankwa, that is page 13 of the Ghanaian Times. And Obosa Amane. Minewuka say Omachiche Nyoma nose mask nko Omachiche 10 million. Nose mask and machiche, and 9.9 million pieces of hand sanitizers, 1.65 million 6-in-1 tissue papers, 400,000 of 4.5 gallon liquid soap, and 53,000 Veronica buckets, and more achiche edema school sahodoa asem papa. Police gunned down 2 suspected armed robbers, 2 others arrested. Police for out to nipa bonphobia, osuso oye komkafo mienu etu eba wa hwe wonkwa ena wasanso ache mienu eno ensema odeba. MOH, Ministry of Health invites public for free COVID-19 tests. And I can ensem ewa ha. The back page of the Ghanaian Times echi. Global Fund finances Medina Islamic School biogas plant. And Ghana Health Services launches infant nutritional well-being program. And papa so edma mamuno wode ensem aba. And the Ghanaian Times ebo eho amania okuma obete ensem we na poso and amede ema the Daily Guide. You go back to Daily Guide front page. The same story other newspapers are reporting. Ghana makes gains on corruption index, page 3. And Obosa Amani, COVID-19 targeting children. And front page of the Daily Guide. It's a COVID-19. Washasi etinoni esin kwadaso. And the biggest story, a good story, so I can asem and it's Supreme Court asem echino. The current Minister designate for Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Godfred Yabua Dame, and Yabona Basu say Godfred Dame wins Best Deputy Minister in 2020. Good news. I say Deputy Ministers our your mama akwanya besum nya only Deputy Minister obo na homode papa or Daily Guide. And opay obo deru actually say nsema nensaka or kama ubia etimi atibi enono. The Daily Graphic. And so we'll go back to the story. COVID-19 cases surging at workplaces. I see you and a COVID-19 ebu na kitim ko Daily Graphic amani a wode aba no Dr. Patrick Kumabwaje nimfoni at the front page of the Daily Graphic. I'll say yade COVID-19 no enwuma ahodo mu unity wo pa anti Ghana for money now go back page of the Daily Graphic. 9 children test positive for COVID-19 at KATH. Hey, and COVID-19 no ya jinsem pamocho enkwada makomako enkron 19 and now ma tested positive for COVID-19. Yede Emma ahonsema wate ebi ma bibiako enkan emma and 9 children test positive for COVID-19 at KATH, and the police step up enforcement of mask wearing. No so potential like Kese Abayi back manifuni na dawanwa at the Ministry of Information and also etusa anamona meka Emma wetimi atibi nti yensema aba yɛhwɛ ibitimi esi ehu enkonwa na yɛhwɛ ne ebitimi akɔ yewra Christian Donkor atnase back to the studios ibidi enkomo ewo manimu. One of the biggest story ebehwe na yɛhwɛ the consequences, the challenges in terms of our economy, no, the impact of our economy based on lockdown any pebi as suggested in the kahon ebehwe ibidi enkomo. And the other stories, any pebi ready for be any the omokika ukremu and lockdown yempe the lockdown bay omonia bra ba so sa ban yes or lockdown amon tiase chese ense bibiri na ebehwe ebidi hunkomo. Finally Mahama Falls witness statement pesa white and esidun ketia already said Donkor kawa na no say esidun ketia wate se o ka ho ampa ko wi achi no wa hye nkom na mem and Dr. Pesa White nso edimu akote na utie na o ka o witness statement na mebubo bi suma wate na we will deal with a Esidun Ketia statement that Jim Mensah is biased as he steps in witness box Friday and so the economic consequences of the possible lockdown intention na ya corruption perception index no yes am I would katashene proyado ko mu no omuntimi manage COVID-19 because the nation resource no oma toto na jeje me say kronobo tantan na ekoso ewo ho ebehwe ne di nkomo ebetu aban na MPP fo nso fo na ebetu mo fo kakra special with appointment ebi mu twetwe nipa bi na ntini our appointment no ebi mu twetwe bi nipa ni na ntini keka nipa bi ho nsam bone se na be man appointment. No, that is not the right way to go. If you deserve se be ma wakwanya why adwuma ma party na any kwasa opere ho kra ebi mu so ahye da ko print a list of deputy ministers bi they are betum omode central regional former NDC chairman kra Lotejo Kobzia bem say abai me man appointment entesa nipa bi social media de tia behwe CEOs MMDCs we say MMDC no anya adwuma yi a we ye wadwuma ani kwasa ma oyem hyehyɛ wo we ye wadwuma yi akwanya no besa ba bi o na sa wanya wadwuma yi dia ene mampani besesa especially with this poor performances are because so our constituencies are hold anymore no mohweni and constituencies are hold amonso mo bye te to twa nipa bi nantri mo ne mo MP ntam ka MP bi so ni MC nka enye MCs no ko MPs ni bi so duebo papa and mo malusu seat ni bebre na MC di fo nso bi o ha formation say almost sponsor NDC candidate against the NPP candidate. At the long last no osakope MC ni bi odi okope DC na bi odi ni nyina mo eye obia nya kwanya eye ni nyina is within the MPP eye na yesre unim se wanye wadwuma yi na wamwa aban no pa dia because we be bia mampani di nkunim but MP ni lusu yi we be bia so mampani vote no so take kra eba ne say with all the policies aban edibai we DC we MC ya na wa kohwe result na enkopre kra bio ti betumfo ye 2 MPP fofo grassroots no uma soil no ye fertile na no Mr. Donkor kan wasem e wo ha say ye ma e form no ye fertile and at the chain of 8 years, a bit me breaking up. Now, yet me move to the next administration of the new patriotic party. It's say, "Oye Jumana NDC for bar, na mabe hujum." And ye bema Naba sa na. Let's say my Ghana, we had a day and couldn't say Antoto Numa ye, ama man nyina brania. Kwako ekusi ankosi koda. Ora piso don kwatnase. Opani mache.
Yo, wa hene anope me jo so pa.
Boko de.
Obende.
Wata de no kala no de combination na no de.
That's
combination na no de. Papa. Na abusafo no to say.
Ibia boko. Obia so chia.
Ya me just achim
na. Oh, when de banka. Am sa no pe mi chia pa. Na mi chia with tiefo no ahwefo so.
Okay.
And especially obuntumi ntonkra amu fema akumpreku Kennedy Japan.
Hey,
I'm so quite sure papa man you na one de yakoma so ade ba ko
we free men yi
na ya me ya say ya na one abu ye bedi nkomo behind and I say Auntie Stella so chia especially wo hin so am chia pa
that's
ayi onim say micro man kasa pa ye central regional Anomabo ija number 1
okay
yes ni odi hin wo sisi ayam madania
okay
nana ahore osimi nchia pa
me jino so
ni sia de oya for 90 something years oh eti osi ya chia ho so mamba oya de ama for bo abas nyame so nchia pa se ne wo ye se de usika ayi oni bia sema no enen ye wabobo so kra eye corruption perception index here
okay
we are appointment no media when hear me backbiting here
yes
CEO some display of arrogance a form a year so hard ma a good father says we need 2021 no so no Yabeka no so answer
sure
so not possible lockdown so the
effect of that
is here don't get ya so back up with your box seven my catch see one witness statement initially they proposed that there will be 5 people 5 I didn't know more than 2 look 5 of them 5 all of them 5 me one now written statement I'm going initially. But could be no year mathematics we all go.
Yeah, doctor.
Need a complete disaster. And I need the no ha match. But because the one say please
because
Obama Supreme Court judges in Wofu.
Okay, wa ha say need the no hear say no calculation and definitely be yefrim.
Omo yefrim. Say no na ma call for stay of execution to delay because no sha. Esi adun ketia kwa de no change bi. Because of dropping ni fundamental error and never church BBM.
Okay.
Why?
All right. I was going Christian Donkor, a member of the Institute of Chartered Accountant Ghana, ICAG, Udimo Akwetene, or a chartered accountant, a auditor, economist. And join me. You can join me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Itnet2TVGH. Now, Odu Adrinchere, Fafaho, na Yankenkai Emfa Emon. Witness Bako said Dunketiade Koini was say. Isi maameno ye bias ana afei one first lady Rebecca Kufuado o nyonko fa binti ogidi say making impact in the declaration they say maame Jemensa na danfo ene mampene Kufuado yerenti owe he maame nanima no akaso no maame nane aba no fama ne kunu sa ene siru nkati adanse a wode ko Supreme Court eno no Dr. Pesa White so statement witness statement wachro da court no say tama wo strong room e wo isi wono yesoma no Jemensa soma no Suma no ko he onkoto akaw abolo we ana onkoto dey ana onkoto nchewe na chips die no suma no enfa no suma no. These are the revelations and the statements written by the petitioners omode akoto the highest court of the land omobepe na digest dialogue into the issue abetodwa no na no ene ho sunso aso be ntia the full trial as ne omobetas 9 panel judges and the same konwa sabre be bia kwakodo Christian Donkor.
Yeah, CPI.
You're starting free CPI.
Yeah.
Corruption Perception Index. Ese Ghana. Zia katashep ni proye. Yen two asiye diye. But ye boy homode.
Say on say yen fa kunya so na no pay wahwefo yen chia on pa. One say Corruption Perception Index no. It's still on say CBB a perception a yade a wode wadwen esusu. So what I say? It might not necessarily be it's a rare.
Okay.
But it's perception. And perception corruption index in your money unique and they say one year because any rare situation, you know. So any pekeka ni nneɛma bi a beba bonten ne ade no so one hwe ne yi a you will judge wrongly. So what does he? No, say a perception. And to see, I can say alleged.
Okay.
Yeah, the BB at also. Into your minds with the same thing. You can't din son. I say, go forward, saying yes, you can hear the term so. I'm your corruption a cost. But sometimes, you know, yeah, the reality and your background. So what does it? And say, no, I say you. Now, corruption perception index here. Here move up, you know. Very good for the country. Now, there was so many benefits. And some of the benefits here, so what is okay? And I want you to so kasiapa. And I no pay me, but so be a wood I am very careful when it comes to trying to analyze corruption, maybe scandals in the country. As you say, very careful. We have allowed the politics because of what we stand to gain, or because we use corruption scandal to try to convince people to vote for us. In Yamabia, Anya no Kurakurampoa, Nayaka, near the Tunipaso. So, Nanuna eating into the score. Na Emma. The corruption percentage index, you know, a downgrade form now affecting your economic status within the world community.
Okay.
And it say yes, sir, corruption allegations and scandals, you know, say you are more looking for actual situation, actual corruption. So, sir, obi tamsika, yeah, we rare. Was me the draw nipeti edi gubas a rare situation. Metriasika 52 million obi a 1 yard eduma bia me amawa yomi. This is a rare situation you have seen. And no problem with it. What you say? Say MPP was we ya tam sika be free. Consolidated fund ni e deny rare case wo ho. Oka enye NCA nipa di $8 million. Or propose $8 million or you move $4 million. We are quite free. Rare situation. And look at you, but Niama is dangerous for the country. Near your manufacture. I don't know any true because young Canyon from Gun Mass and not your car a best sink to say the rare situation near Gunny Penny Mass. Was a year to election because of corruption scandal near mention. Near you say excavators, you see PDS, near Hamanti. Now say your corruption perception index you follow a but once you tour by and of course we see perception once scandals I said the cuckoo to abansono. Sisiano once a backfire. And you won't see those scandals in Libya. If they are rare scandals, before doing an election, you will still continue to armor.
Okay, let's say intro no muchai.
Intro, one to we as I want to mean who do be. And almost who say, the idea will never be a honor. Okay, as a last minute, exercise be a minoya. We took the corruption scandal under MPP. And then the corruption scandal under NDC.
Yeah, comparison.
And a comparison, near share, near take a rare cash from the console, the where me no sika. Baby, I dear taxi good. Baby, I tried duty or porter a digu. Baby, I could bobby see a digu. Near just directly, no corruption be a year from one. Yeah, that analysis, and you saw it. Yeah. International community, and that's when almost to you, and they analyze. What do you say? If you take, for instance, the corruption scandal like we say a Japan deal. While a Japan, my friend said if the concept, the explanation was there, I will shanka say a idea happy and a good thing. But your final you're branding in such a way, say it caused sentiment for the government. One ordinary person. Yankas ye siko, ye siko, near ye say, near ye de. So And based on that, a man for Jiniama BD, can say, Achim mafias, Cronford, say, near Kaya, into a coy, but ye church him. Utumus at the way, Obiamo Mane Chrono. In the first place, a Japana crampono, ye say, ye quack or tongue shares, na man for beto, your form company near beto. Na guarantee any royalties are yebinya Canada in Puntu. And I shares na yoko flutu. So be I no say you bet me a quacotobi. But your funny said, Nipper be now born with him, much shares and amount. But in the first year, Granada Japan no share no, or be and what to be. And I'm first Caribbean consolidated funding. And this international community, only a well-brained people analysts. To analyze in Yama where I didn't hit our consolidated amount for tax donations I had more my grant. My friend said loans I kwaji. Ye used to be amfanya de basabia. A concept nankia deba never said about nation. I hear this Macasso, Macasso, Mary, and ye giant, and no, chrono the woman. Until one day analyze this 1, 2, 3. If you look at PDS, I will be our mousika. Say, oh, problem with your electricity. Oh, Kanyani, no, see the way we manage our energy system, and yet the best. And he said, me discover banamodia solve my problem maybe. And one of the conditions said, move a company beer, I'm very involved in distribution because the whole system we were operating, improvement, we are among doing so. And based on that, they formed the PDS. If certain conditions are yet well upright, now you cannot brandy the whole thing said. The way I'm perpetrated that kind of thing is so bad. And at the end of the day, corruption percentage index managers, they will look at it and analyze. I deal with near trumpeting near the damage of being cramped sana in a real situation. What you say, and they analyze it. Let us as Ghanaians be rare. Look, so be a disika. Nobody is saying that we should protect anybody. And as we are MPP, Nintino. So what is so be at Tam Ghana Sika de Akota DB any Kwanso Awonka? No. We should say it. We should be you are saying we should be participants in managing rather than the sitting down and then look at it.
Citizens not
yes, so be I participating. Obia Fesika from your consolidated me kota Wakoko prepare Jessica no ankoto fanebra. There's nothing wrong. A good man in Masia, a idea will be near the person. But the cooked ones are sometimes my worry. Idea be a yanukre, near cuckoo, near the atuso, near destroy the be shot. Last hour airport to election. Serious corruption allegations.
The doctored video.
GRA. Yes, said that you millions of Ghana cedis be billions. Yes, see, almost the Sassika way you to me account for. Saba, queer friends, a manti yawa, and so whatever. No more diaba. Sanani in iron drop. GRA Becca just said, look, it's true. The fact that we need that information in chess will be what I say. Now, the case you know, I'm going say. So, there was a certain proposal, say amount to say, ne for quarter biani, at the near spending, ye quarter near spending. Into a year near couple total amount that oil money we have expended on the day. Anna, 4 quarter kabomuno. Each quarter biani bebano, you spending now, and that is prudent management. For example, if you are the first quarter, I buy oil money with 500 million, no, they buy. Anna, through the good economic controls, any kind of this thing, proper good management system
and the discipline,
financial discipline. And you know, say 500 million or well, we're spending 300 million. I got 200 million. The 200 million will be shifted to the second quarter. But when what they did, because of budget 500 million, they want to say, unforced one use 500 million. And he said, you use it today in a 200 million account. They assume say yedi. Meanwhile, so say you move to the second quarter. Now second quarter so they have account. Until you move to the until you say I'm spending on first quarter now. Uber say it has been spent in the second quarter. When we now the ban you. And so the way by destroy Ghana. Corruption perception index. Why are you doing this to the mother Ghana? President or your candidate time Enna obi quiet party or no mobilize sika for the party. You should be the financier. Obia Koba say, oh, President, Yabo, Miss Mbesa, contributed to the party. On Gino Farmer Party for no anything. My friend, who is that time you're a candidate? And you, one of the ultimate responsibility of the candidate said, Uber making sure that we're raising enough funds to finance the
activities of the party.
Now, so be the Abanwajia say, now you try, ya diabetes say, President has taken breath. Wouldn't him say, I would my bro. And na would Ghana abro. What I say, and you know, me person man for who say. You can say something today, you can cook whatever scandals, you can cook everything and put on Ghana. But you should not say the ultimate effect, and they say, Ghana, if you are not take care, you will be downgraded. Perception, no best say, will be done. And when you are downgraded, it has a serious economic consequences. Mami throw some of the consequences of the wrong perception index. Or trumpet wrong scandals. Now the go of my so now if say President Nana na who gun animase. Now who say hey aponche or then who train it by office or send you run it down. No name say no one way there.
Second no.
What I say, who but destroy President Nanado in such a way say why a confuana who come. Na eating to perception. Also, Pabema Oba, na fena a bracket to na afena.
Omano na affecting.
Affecting no man so na ubedi so na affecting. So we should be right here. One of the consequences of the corruption perception index, if as well favorable, is one. It prevents direct foreign investment.
I see.
Now on my way out, Bibia do kwani edi. Obi say ya bibia nkoso jeje tax ani edi ni e intimidate me yi ko hosen
sika ko shawai dey.
What I say, it destroy investors' mind. And investors who are na graduates at a school by omoni eduma ye. Sure, tell me. Look, Ghana, the whole university put together, we graduate averagely not less than 60,000 people. More, we say the minimum.
No, yeah.
And here fana sanko foi nine. Every year. So you need this investors coming down, open up job and notice. So corruption, you are not your manufacture there. You feel say you're destroying another, but who names say one person would destroy economy? No? At the end of the day, the investors that's supposed to come, they will run away.
Okay.
And meanwhile, what is what say? And on my Jumani. And I say, and so I want to tell everybody out there, especially the opposition people, I don't know starting at Chadibum to do something to come to power. Be careful about the corruption scandals we cooked. I'm talking about the artificial ones. Serious, ya one year, I said the cuckoo pa say, me the say, no me the destroy we.
The end no correct.
What is
na yede no correct time.
Baby, it is 2008. 50 quarter no.
Yeah.
Shedako come manufacture a whole bank software. Normal listing MPP for this Chicago Shishano.
So musika mo wi akogo.
Sika ko jamo wi ano. And you did destroy MPP na ko Ghana photo akronfo ni and you 2 MPP. Now on say Yankopon so no obeye ne Nyameka say wo mamu appointment mo appointment no ko e no ko shia rare play of TV ne bisa say my friend sa software bangi eni wo che baby a unya say o say propaganda they cooked it using excellence. But that time, no, they destroy Ghana. Corruption perception index. You're waiting so, you say, you're bad. No wonder we kuku, a because man, no, yanti no kuku no destroy nipa. 2. The same difficulty, Sheda catch a World Bank of Ghana. Me know gold reserves are a World Bank of Ghana. Ni I said that say President Kufuor atami now 20. Well, feeling in that.
Or Correa Senator.
Sawada, one on your governor Badeno. And you cooked. Your business was your trade. And you destroy Ghana integrity for this to eat into corruption perception index. What are you doing to Ghanaians? The consequences of it is that direct foreign investment will suffer. No wonder when they came to Badeno, they couldn't perform. Jobs were so hard to get because nobody will come with this. And when you came, you were even doing the ones that are real worse. Look, 2, interest on borrowing. Right? When you have wrong corruption perception index, so fish, Standard and Poor, those rating agencies.
Yeah, agencies.
Some of the, if you look at the model, Corporate model and others say that you use. Calculating figures that will come out with the rating one. Perception index. Your rating, your risk level, I'm taking. So when you put it to the perception index now, it gives you a high risk. And when you put it in the model, I'm telling you, it will be downgrading you. And when you have a serious low credit rating, when you are going to borrow on international market, investors in ever talk bond, no. I'm sure say, oh, Ghana, corruption, we are corrupt. And so that investor would demand high interest rate from the bond we issue. But when the corruption perception index is low, like we are seeing that we are improving now. If you like, right now, let us go into international market to issue bonds. You will see who will even detect interest. Everybody wants to buy your bond because for Ghana, corruption perception index is low. It improves your credit rating status, and that the spread that investors need to compensate them for the systematic risk that they have no control, they downgrade it, they make it low, and they are prepared to accept any interest rate you give them at the market.
Solid.
What I say?
I take points now.
What I say? But when it is high, I say, hey, it goes into the model, and then your rating is downgraded. You have a low rating. Investors back at you say, sir, baby, I'm going to bond the country, I'm going to bond. I have a high risk. When I have a high risk, goes with high interest. So, Mindy 30 said, Major 12-15%. Into Usha, when the DC was in power, look at averagely loans and look at the interest very high, 13-40 high. But about work was a good economic management. The way it is, in spite of cooked and artificial corruption allegations. Look, last time we issued a bond of 3 billion at the market. You know what happened? Yawa, only say hosono, and a rating system, a cost, my good rating. Wouldn't we happen here? You call marketing. What? You see up at 3 billion. Me say, I confess subscribe for the shares, bond, no. You 15 billion. And Ghana pay 3 billion pay in California. And you can't say, oh, yes, 3 billion bonds. You see, I apply for 15 billion. And you are 12 billion. Your other countries be. Bond I available. Mumfana Munkoto. After that, be a Ghana there. Mumfa bin Kankra. Wow, good rating. good perception index. One results.
Yeah.
And the 53 billion, when Ghana even dictated the interest rate to them, 7%, 8%, was averagely near 8%. That is the essence of good corruption perception index.
Right.
The last one, Maminka Aya effect. There are so many effects, but look, you want to be international agencies, they give grant, donations into the country. Since I call that be, you better my grant. Look, if you have this bad corruption perception index through cooked scandals, only happen. This grants, any donation, you free money, but to be the one of you. The Abakas, oh, you had cried, come on, Mumbedi, you stop on jai. So donations, grant, and other freebies are Utuminyan International now, a bit to me affecting Nassau. And the consequences of trying to cook scandals put on the country, thinking that you are destroying the president's integrity. You are doing it, and think about it again. However, if somebody minister say yabubo mudi, obi akwa deal bi, na makasa mean the main crown yama targeting your ministers. Those directors there are the ministries. Those financial directors, those other CEOs. Look, amu kwa di amu di anu kraya nesin. Into office I target minister. So minister be a confess cabin wire contact nation. Bring it out. It's real situation with fact.
No. So mommy now. Yeah, no see na Maton Kraba, Dialogue Fridays edition, live on Net2 television. You can also join us on YouTube at Net2 TV GH, Net2 TV GH. Now, what do I drink today? Afaho, Namibia, Ako, and Kanye. We try me what jabba from Kratwa, me ba, and come COVID-19 and come Supreme Court, and a foot to Bema appointees and also you be this and come on a tell to Ansana, yet me also in Kunyasienzo.
Michael, we're supporting the new system. Yeah, Michael.
Pacho, what Tony near?
Let's not go be able to go any better.
Me ko supporting my business for new immune system. Hey, what's a Michael t-shirt? Mato t-shirt. Me come back fan kan no. Ni t-shirt go mommy.
Boss, champion, boss, Mr. Willie one.
Okay.
Michael, I'm supporting a new system.
And your well-being.
FICO 20 is not suitable for children under 12 years of age, pregnant women, and lactating mothers. A quality product from Joy Herbal Center. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
21st clinic say eba sciatica no every usisimu konoa woto ase ho no ntina fa usrem ekosi wo na ase ho no ebo betimi atutu ama wo ankasa wo hu ba bia enye enti 21st clinic wo mo na ye sciatica expert e wo Ghana ha wo mo de bibiduro so ho bibiduro ankasa ene be san o yade no masa de machine aka ho yade bibiduro ka ho ne asa de wato machine so ya san ya o massage bi ye wi a herbal treatment yade awo no ama ye sciatica 21st clinic na ye expert a wo tu ase Ghana ha ba bia wo mo ho enkran domi market wo ho heavy do dan ni mo ho ena kuma senso ahia wudu session so wo mo na nie dwabo so wo mo ho so nyane ni wenchi ni ba bia nkranza 0540 311 311 0540 311 311. There's a 21st clinic. Woman is sciatica expert.
Welcome back. This is the Dialogue Fridays edition, Financial Friday live on Net2 television. Mr. Christian Donkor is the member of the Institute of Chartered Accountant Ghana an auditor, an economist, and Eddie and Komo. There are a lot of messages here by BG Breniak and Kama. Quick one on this. Last week, any cow has a Omomudi Musika Koto to Miami Ahodo, any other Monsantimi and Kawusika. But the good news and messages that people are trooping in this morning, I say, payment has begun. They begin paying some of them. A good news. Briefly. I think registrar or share sec and the other day. If you started sending messages, say payment has started.
Yeah. I think Obisu sending a message. You say, or that's a pan and inside a cocanidi. You see, sometimes me dream one in Tiasia. President Ayen obey or the Sicano or the Amam. Muna muye CEOs. Auditor Nipa. Munsaka Sicano ma confirm some Musaka and Timotra yede. Once I make a choice say, Nankophobia wa agenda. The intention is in Komo Yana President Lusua. Near Triasicano, your Triani as a Mahama by no release. Into also has started to ya. And it is a Maham by Yanka say, oh, Mahama Disicana Bonutria. What would you pet him? Next can show. Be that a president by or because we release this. Tell me say you release the money somewhere November, December. And then go for soon. Now the money so I am with them. Election year who ya. Senyami and dear Fofi. And young Kasana. So president said, look, even bond crying in flow. Only Mr. Bond now more 500,000 population. Yeah. So imagine last minute, you know, Sir President and Kasa Bond may yeflo Muntia. And Anka 500,000 no Uncle Kotua. And Mahama, I know the business 500,000. Intina Hanka President. One will see when you have your policy, two policies, when you are dealing with payments to this, right? Where you look at the current policy and see say whether it is rigid, then you try to make it flexible. What I say, when you have a crucial election facing you, you look at your policy on certain things. Well, say where rigid, a bit me affecting me. So let me make it what flexible for people. When you do that, you get a lot of more people coming to favor you. And so over here, the policy of a bond, no, Yamamu bond, Nyamamu cash kakran, it was affecting the government. That policy was rigid. So we talked about it. The president, no, if your policy is rigid, you make it flexible. And the flexible is that now, no matter you bond, if you're no matter your cash, and it worked. Okay. This is how we do to make. But Obinomo dear, the current one require flexible. Or person or her president, you know, a mannequin of rigid. And especially SEC. They should wait for me. Look, if they don't pay, they will listen. I'm a tea and cut him here.
Look, you have to talk about it because SEC issue. No, yes. I know your idea.
SEC president releasing over 3 billion here. My validation, we almost my validation, BBA. So, we expect to say, even the registrar general, I mean, also is supposed to supervise the payment. Let's assume that we go crucial election, and payment policy and was a beer. Yaya validation, we see Bantu say, among for Samsung coffee form will be no mundi clone intention, say, I'm Pesicana. Now look at it. And to know the additional go and fail for me to know, say, oh, Pesicano. And let even that policy be there. No policy we're hunting on Mammy and flexible. No, I can send them a year free. Now their forms no crown, more bianco failing. Now, once you are validated, we'll give you your money into your account. Even if it is 50%, tell them we will pay you 50%. But yeah, quite less more policy. I want to say, yeah, validation you pay no more tightening the policy by saying say go and fill another form. Can you do that in the examination in a crucial election? You were left with about 2 weeks. Now say Obi already 70 years on internet so I sat in and failing forms. So we want to tell that you won't pay them. These are the people we are saying that president should watch. And now I have to election. Almost from appointment, he said, "Yeah, from a go."
So the Mukotana,
Yama president, meanwhile, the same president in Mama Dia. Now, I don't you want the president to throw more heat. What I say, sir, even do in ne Gokoso, population buono, and yes, Martin. I think I idea payment, no, ya this can buy na, ya validation, ya say, oh, if me half a crap, the president got margin of 1 million kunyai. Why are we doing that to president?
Okay, the possible lockdown and the consequences on our economy concerns be any raise Breno air conti. Now the issue of lockdown and be raise and say lockdown budget, but the possibility because Ghana's COVID-19 cases you see are jumping to 3,940. In almost 5 days ago, 372. And then no Casinipa 390 and a woo. Dear, my shame knows mask. Come, and I'm saying, dear also, oh, yeah, yes, a mask up. Posifonia break, Yemetri and Swaba, and now Yemma lockdown about Zuzasobe and a baby. Is I don't go.
Sorry, you are not hitting to lose mass. So,
me mention a wash.
I said, Diana with a chain because I say a nation who's way do man.
No, correct.
Now, my mom for so a man for break.
Okay.
In Tizay, call my son. Diana Mofancher. Diana will look as up. Last week, you died, you both when you see what started yesterday. I'm over by Jay Baza. Yeah, you're contract near quiet. You're going in Irish and Fancher. Yeah.
The possible lockdown and the negative impact and the consequences, the challenges are on our economy. No,
yo, this Yariano, like I said, Obian to me and Kase okay, Yariwe, Midi Diagro, and I say in New Obian cancer. Now, normally, no, near say, so when your pandemic of this nature, no, you have two things to balance. Once you are looking at the measures you put in place, I would be Yadiano Nako in Rome. As someone said, there is another canker who is standing the opposite side, which is the economic hardship. In the pandemic, normally it follows with economic hardship. It depends on the way you balance the two. Because, for instance, if the COVID-19 you want to echo as I say, you put enough measures to make sure say you are curtailing down. You have so many options. And then I try to now say I'm funny say also be a lockdown. The lockdown you do. As I say, who bomb this city down. Now look at the economy very well. Then was a lockdown, a beneficiary. And I said, some are very, very careful. What you say? Now, if you look at the population of this Ghana, over 60% are informal sector. Especially, and 60% in also, a large part of we have vulnerable group. Vulnerable group, yes. Obia, daily bread depends on the daily activity. This I will share Obia phone cover near dear Wahi. Sometimes you do 12 granny and 2 be penna comedy. I remember sometime me chum, yeah, time now for me. The back could be, oh, Chief, Yanya lockdown for what Tom no, Chief. Mr. Watale, and it was very rare. They come to me with their forces tobacco. Now, the Miss Madias will be one. And maybe you have no you would, Mr. Woody. For them, so will be also with their force. And then I touched Adamica, Mrs. Here. I forced to buy something. Even I wanted to buy a DB crack on and I may try to no near PB across the Charlie and not the woman. What? In my baby. So you know that. The daily activities of Webino to Minya Sikakonano. And it is when you are coming to do being more pushy possible lockdown. You should ask yourself, say, So how are these people going to eat? Obi beka say, see I trying to say dia. Neka say how obi beka eating so and we bia na measures no yam put in place. Then me ka say and no the only option. Your options or I will share ubetumi and no kwande just a police for Grassroots is no option. And no quite tightening one. And you know when you are coming to look at lockdown no say na binumu preaching one. They should be very, very careful because if you don't take care, now we are locked down. Nani pa kwashe no onye bimbi in this one. Ade betia wo beka kwase dead bodies so wo dem. A community. Amwa wo benya stomach ulcer. If they don't take hospital, no stomach ulcer na you will register more than even COVID-19. And also be more another. And remember, so said this thing has something to do with strong immune system. Now immune system so one family and one day drop papa ni eduane papa ubedi meboa. Now we are coming down. O adiachia ni obekọ no ya seche dem until immune system na better na building na fighting that disease. So these are the things you need to look at. What you said, Anna, Sabanka so because no local there, then government should listen. You don't need, for the nation, if you want to know, you don't need less than 16 billion to spend. That's because once mathematically rough, this is rough budget. 16 billion. If the government can get it, near office of there, and the lockdown pay, less we go. Because one, all the vulnerable groups, you know, as I see a video, government must provide square meals, morning, afternoon, evening. Because Nipa no a vulnerable group. Just what can we be beyond to me into no oh yeah. And two, so one, government should prepare a serious budget for feeding of vulnerable groups, which is the estimate and yet less than about we should estimate less 16 billion there. If you carry 3 towns say regions are close, no, how much we spent. What you say? And no, and Tintino, I saw yes, our budget.
Okay.
Two, I saw also say your total revenue will decrease. A buying predictions, because a tax in our GF amount for once you lock down, the activities, business activities will lock up. So there is the need to either postpone tax collection, any revenue, obaji, market to, amuko market, and I so propose, so one, government, you know, the revenue be cut down. And when government revenue goes down, the consequence effects is that 2, 3, our borrowing so be cut down, up. So once your revenue is going down, then your borrowing will go up because government in an attempt to finance the increase in expenditure, no, as a government will borrow. Ne borrow swa na high interest rate better swa. Escalate na I trigger debt to GDP stand on there one. And remember, as I said, debt to GDP. No, there is also a threshold, a maximum limit beyond which you cross, then you are into HEPIC. You have to declare. But forcefully, you have to declare. And you know, and also what consequences. So one, your revenue will go down. Two, because of the lockdown, government's expenditure will go up. Spend more to cater for the vulnerables. Okay. People are so it goes down. So the consequence effect is that you have to go and borrow at an interest rate. And lockdown so there. Then of course, once a business is no for remember I said unemployment so it's likely to succeed because in Nipano, Tama ye be no say yonko adwuma most of them now na some workers in fee because I cannot pay you immediately. At the end of it all, another effect I been say affect our growth rate. Okay, I said even 3 regions here are locked down. Our growth rate now it was around 8%. You locked down within a you predicted your growth rate to be 0.9%. Which we witness.
Okay, so in this case, DNA so as citizens, you be here to support government.
Definitely. Your preacher there we are. Say we have all the protocols
there
that should be observed.
Nose mask wearing, social distancing,
everywhere,
washing of hands,
everywhere,
sanitizing your hands.
Everywhere. And so we now we are near move ahead. And no, we have options. It will be to me. Anna, near me, so yes, you actually say, Obu or Hoswa, Sabio, and Yan Satiani Nana, Obu or or Trevie, even 2 years ago, obedient.
Yes.
So we said your activities and also can be done home. If you know your internet business, is who will stay home and then do it, and also so you're fine.
Okay.
What
of the
certain meetings also take place through Zoom and all those things.
Yeah, I should be say. I suppose if I'm on tour and on my ten say, "Your chiwa anasi who are o take care national master trotro ebisi form." Private cars.
Okay.
We be unko na team they are fine. But obi kan ho a also me no be there e nose mask.
Yeah.
But trotro nipa be 7 a team 10 a team no ebi mu show ebi si o form. Do you agree to that? Yeah, mo person mo here.
That's good.
Okay.
So the idea instructions na ba.
Very good.
What the ebi no crime believe we say certain EBA kukoso but what the for the avoidance of doubt.
Okay.
You wait. What you say? What you wait for the avoidance of doubt? No why? And I think he said all those measures I'm going to say you follow up and no more about rather than preaching of total lockdown.
Okay.
However, we see if those who are preaching total lockdown also, then you must also begin to think about this also making sacrifices. Because one, government revenue will go down. So yeah, the end was some of the moment it means in another one near your Piagum account. Now the time the more you stay there, the more would you enjoy. Remember to say, what's one Yambia minister and Jerry Francoswa, or Bisun go to a tax in a government in Yadi Piauka. Inti as I say if fees are not soon about Buasudia, then you must also prepare for sacrifice. But for Ghana, unfortunately, right now, your pandemic, one say, you're near but I am my buying. You will say, I buy cry so far or more modern boy, and look when you make your necessary demand. Can you imagine? I hope I know who of a certain groups. You tax group and every day you have strike.
Obra your pandemic mo.
Your pandemic.
I want you to
the government was paying you when to me and said because may to salary we are not fair to ourselves. And in the long run, it affects the economy, it affects you, it affects me. Because government there say if you push government too much, let me go and borrow. Or borrow or debt profile will go up. Remember, young Chakrano, it's not scary for Ghana to use around 23 billion to try interest rate alone. Wow. Every year. 23 billion. When you say way, a quite bit more fix for Ghana. Me, my cousin, yet to me compromise. Kumasi Road from Accra to Kumasi, we need dual road. A fund that one is not compromise. Yeah, but start here can watch president begin. I say yes, I road mine.
Yeah, I think
because accident cost now that road.
Yeah,
when it goes into one lane, Shabazz is a travel nacho. Even Kafesiwa, are you serious? It is a two daha opa yanya sadi nianhwe so wada wo beti accident South African say yet no.
All right, fanu simame ora Christian Donkor wajibra cheche COVID, the consequences and the challenges that can affect the country prior to COVID-19 pandemic. As it stands now, Ghana's cases has rise up to active cases is 3,940 and a death rate no nipa ewu 390 and ewu ye 400. Now back to Supreme Court. Na yenti no so take kakra. Supreme Court besa kwasitande witness ne nsembere enaba eno omo boy anasa omo abolish anasa omo dismiss some of the applications 9 panel judges. Panel judges, no more 7. And the 2 account. 2 knows back on Quadia, Munin also say, Awakwe. Omaba sending in that Chachu
interrogatories.
Yeah, make Chachu idiomatic expressions, brofu and Chachu kind of there. Koya to the sense of the Nigeria Supreme Court ruling being making emphasis, trying to create certain, you say, Beyanka, Ajaji for it, but in the long run, they move ahead with the CI-99. I'm at this meeting. Is a witness about who of I see do Kobe? Yeah, come briefly on that now. Yeah, appointees.
Case way, in the first place, you can say, I'm going to call a court. But in the Aka said, the intention, and yet said, me call no matter we need case be. The intention is just to shape up the sentiment of ordinary person. No one will say, prayer Masaya Viano. Until next time, no, you're more money than I am Fanamra. So what I say, now, I'm a contestable. Now, where do you be winning with how much is? It's a way all pay a Quenya was standing 2024. A period. BBN. Because if you look at the way they started now, first, I'm going to say, I'm winning. And I'm a cheat woman. Now the letter 10 I said, fire mini, a Guvadu mini, a Guvadunya 49 something, and also a 46 something. Now you're going to that calculation, Mukakra, Hasi. So, and a trade here. After that calculation, is a way we need a young quay in the crowd, I want to change. And the other mamino. Now, me tell some witness and normal per 5. I'm the 5 neighbor. Now, I'm with the witness statement. And I'm the turn of Jesus Christ. You are the West Supreme Court. You must be and you know what they did? But I couldn't also have mathematics where you know. The witness statement. Now we're here now with him. We are fishing here. The witness statement. Once a mammy, election, you know. Yeah, total vote cast saying now, kaboom.
A cotuabano.
Total in
okay.
And I rejected. And he said, Ufa total na ye na kotono. Now te rejected ni free mo. Ubenya total valid vote cast.
The papa ya jatum.
No near the computing percentages no near the obi ade ma no.
Okay.
It is our total na use as a denominator.
Okay.
Now with him total vote casting was 13,432,857. No ma me no first amunya here.
Okay.
Now aside teaching myself for my. And total reject am kind na 313,397.
Okay, 313,000.
Tuamuti free mono. In amunya 13,119,460. No na valid vote cast.
They are certified by the Ghanaian voters.
And 13.1 and no necessary a denominator.
Okay.
And it say President Ekufadunya 6,730,587. As I said, we divided by the 13,119,460. And when I have valid vote cast, what does it? Or or the divided the total valid vote cast. Until when your President Ekufadunya there 51.13%. 51.3%.
Okay.
Onyaye. Anna offer President Mahama dear onusunya 6,213,182. And divided by the valid, which is the 13,119,460. Into who compute and also you 47.35 and also you correct. And or the bar boom, Nina and to your own or the divided by the right valid vote cast. What must I say? And or the compute will be our percentage, man. Into Gumya 0.88%, CPP 0.093, GFP 0.042%, GCPP 0.2. So blah 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 no nya obi ade. So into one. Mami no competing on the right denominator, which is the total valid vote cast. Now, mami no babu bo, and I said so befa total valid vote cast, which is the 13,119,460, which is the valid vote cast minus the rejected, And I win him near Kobai, 13,432,857. And no more total vote cast, not the year total valid vote cast.
Okay, that's just a slip of. Okay.
But when I know fundamental mistake,
okay.
What is not making any fundamental mistake? And say that total, which is 13,432, no mention, it didn't go into the computation of the percentages. But what went into the percentages? The total valid vote cast. Offer a total vote cast not rejected. Ni free, not only have. Tiano call into into winning. Say idea, So total valid vote cast. That mistake no and that mistake no. Or based on that no computing percentage in the fundamental mistake.
Okay.
Because I don't know when you're wrong percentage. It is a body and when you're wrong percentage.
Mentally.
Yes.
Okay.
But when you saw the right one, which is the total valid vote cast, which is the 13,199, so it's not fundamental mistake. Percentages now the Mamuna didn't change into a problem. They say. But unim, I'm a witness. I'm quiet. I'm say now you're about to pin sheet. Actually, you're finding Juma. Yeah, they are not there. Now, you have a mistake now, which is the 13.4 million. I don't know you be just. And now, one of their witness statement, what they did. Look, Oteki, my mini mistake, total valid vote cast, which is 13 million, 434,570. No, far, no, they are valid vote cast. Some I mean, I can't. And no, the touching man. What's the touching man? By that time,
and so make it declaration or kind.
When no make it declaration, say, even with that, say you have computer presented. Now say you didn't namawa. Now total estimates have then 128,018. Yadiano, any naka, President Mahama, Dianu, and to me change the percentage, Now, Mammy Chobi, what they come say now results in here. So if you take President, Mammy mistaken now, 13,434,574. Now the total techiman for the account 128,019. Unya 13,562,592. What you say now? And no. I'm saying you better find no more. To my yes, I total as a denominator.
Okay.
But in case I say even we crown, so as I would test to be a while. As I saw total valid vote cast, after we for total vote minus the rejected, which is the 13,119,460. Now would add the techiman sack, which is the 128,000. And oh yeah, Ubenya 13,256,472. Tisa ufa no now they come out there would need na account na dia mama. Would the faka total no na fa ni na mama. Mammy said, would you no count crampoa? Then the property there by 6,730,413. Not yet divided by 13,257. I know Kakra Kufat Benya 50.77%. Still across 50.
Across it.
And I would and no come a hammer, dear one, would come a hammer, dear one. Mamma Benya 6,347,42,967. Now they are divided by 13,257,47 times 100. Only 47.8. Interstate will be 2. I will say no. I'm for valid vote class, which is total minus reject. I'm a funny mistake now here. In the entire quarter in an almost rejected me now come.
Yes, saying now.
Yes, saying now. And when 13,400,000 34 574 total nina in omudi 128 no 128,001 and account no monya 13,562,597 and omudi compete percentage na president nanado inti akoya president akoya 6,730,413 and omudi divide 13,562,500 and the 13 million included the rejected. What? Rejected was a and no more account of witness statement, first witness, or the rejected Nakatotano. Anna times 100. And the Oyatauna 49.62 manana. And you want to tell me that Supreme Court will say,
yes, no.
Rejected vote, young fan count, young fire calculation, near see President Nanado.
It hasn't happened in Ghana before.
Just what do you want to
see that?
And you know, homogeneous, where you are the qua, your bookra, and Tiani and Fanton change. Anna, after Amode, sa calculation, I don't just say, I witness when you're good witness. Inti Tano, Doctor Biato, I'm a pamono, say my friend, you found it. And I'm a face here doing it here. Now I said, doing it here, so me fees are also by a calculation. When you know the quarter, and now can
no, I'm calculating.
Was it now pinch it, no crowd, young baby. One, now, me, may I say, my share, Mammy Jane, new relationship with President wife Rebecca. Good family relationship with because I know I'm witness because of that, Mammy no be compromise results no about. Can you imagine? What they way yes statement. And up as how I do so. Or no so need ya crown winning. Oh, yeah, one can say results nearby, Yeah, figures in be a go. Yeah, since I need now, I shall all right. I be now results be one more. I'm who you know. Yeah, Babu Bono. And my mini be some say, are you all right? And also okay. On trying to consult the presidential candidate. No can ye. It's in general. Tio, one can say results in you. Yeah, Babu Bono. Someone more. A room honor. Yes. As I say, I can say, oh, Sisi Amunama validated Yaya Bibia. Sisi a percentage media chamo. Yeah. Momunama who. And to me, you know, so train. Namin Kobo presidential candidate. Yes. And now I see, Musoko, because I didn't want to see the actual way. And you also want to walk on notice here, Bubontino. And no, corruption. You have them into order. No, you have witness.
So, Mammy. Na mentor adeɛ kakra high sense everyday prices for everyday people or more bibi afishiapa open the electronic gadget papa the most authentic recognized by Ghanaians and accepted by Ghanaians a high sense everyday prices for everyday people high sense koso abodewro say more promotion ebeba so afiwe mu now was also about discounts there and our share so the base schools hospitals and offices there high sense and I'm recommended adiama wanna pay now any of our showrooms across the country high sense titumrikaneko is Legon Mensa Wood Road opposite Melcom Accra on Opera Square no La Paz Nyamicha Junction La Paz Road Bachona Rainbow Junction Spinkters Road North Industrial Area, opposite Mekong Plus. Junction Mall in Nwa Junction. Achimota Mall. West Hills Mall. Tema Community 1, Oben Stadium. Kaswa on a Pink FM, NAD, and of a Christian village, and a Kissiman. Adjacent La Paz Community Hospital and next. Broadcasting Junction. Weja Kaswa Highway, opposite AF Electricals. And a high sense. Sanso and a Oko. Nungwa Junction, Obutuo, Maboho Sudada, and Afi Oba Kufua Clinic, Doom, Obehuyain, and Afi Oko European Town, and also your just say, maybe a high sense of who, ye tree who be a tamale, your Oko, Ho, your Obwase New Insuta, your Mankasim, adjacent Blue Hills Restaurant, until a Korea. Opposite Pacific Filling Station, Accra Road. High sense, everyday prices for everyday people. The electronic devices there, sebana washing machine, electric cooker, iron, kettle, water dispenser, air conditioner, a day now here, a bono, a dafum boko, a sum of 5-year warranty, umpewina, opede, Tumrika, Nakwajo dear, 0302 550000. Joy Herbal Center, and Penny said we need to and I didn't at Chemponso. Na Oshana Montua, Joy for Aje Adiato, Edimpa, oh, a yasahunya. Waji dimpa to ho, Nanti, what you wouldn't never bonten check, that is a Ghana for Jatum. Food and Drugs Authority authenticated and say ampa, the most recognized and respected drawer. Yadi helps on Kwana, and Yankee Kawa, if you would no cars over him, then no correct. Or no man, I won't miss you, but your vehicle, the ultimate immune system booster. Onoma ibisu immune system no tipebinum frɛ 0244 585531 and 0244 876321. Franco Trading Enterprise biaya omonso ebode wuro se phones papa, tablet papa, iPhones, Samsung, Nokia edi na hwehwe bra papa Franco ho ya wadabraka opposite Roxy Cinema. Now, Franco Trading Enterprise is creating this awareness to let Ghanaians know that there are some unscrupulous persons who are using their Facebook accounts to defraud innocent Ghanaians. So Ghanaians should be aware, and they're the most accepted and the authentic Facebook account. You know, it has over 100,000 likes. And people like it, Asheno Ebrosa. Until you need to Sabiano. Fre na only in Como 0546 133 188 0546 133 188 and 0246 422 338. Ready for? I don't know. You have a quick one on this. You better for any most on the advice for NPP for Ombenya Quenya backbiting open positioner. Semi pay position ma become one semi ya penny for lobbying. I'm all for lobby, but a quite be more fast lobby no and yet at the paper. Now MPP Pesa Tina Kunyana Subio after 2024. Send a best see Ghana ye. Grassroots no so be complaining say mu. Some of the CEOs, some of the managing directors, some of the MPs, some of the ministers, some of the MMDCs. Ebi musu any obanti and my party no and look attractive to the grassroots. Jenny bit me ama sustainability. Proud to the policies of this government, you know, a bit me a maintain Ghana under the MPP government.
Fortunately enough, yeah, this election we know, as I say to me the year Swadi and we know best serve as a guidepost for Omo Amubenya Akwenya Nama serve Amai. Now we are talking about the ministers, MCs, MPs, CEOs. What I say, and I even directors a war on no said definitely so. Yeah, not directors. We saw a barber and appointee be now. Yeah, the Omoko. Wow, Siciano. There, you say, I say, I brother, if you are not to do so 2020 no, near Quay no, as I say, a year guidepost mom pa. And you be an asabi when you are quenya near man appointment in it. And he said, when your appointment in one, as almost said, you owe serious ultimate responsibility. And that responsibility to the Ghanaians as a whole, and then also to your party members. What I said, the grassroots people. As a self policy be obey biano, a favor. Your conditions, the conditions, certain things you put in place, should make the grounds look flexible and fertile for them. We have done it several times. And the Mwanya Quenya no Yashamu, me Macas ministers in India. See, line be a man with a sound so honor. And no president. I say, what you want she? Then one don't know. What you want say she? Including allegation corruptions. And the corruption, one position we near the allegation, no banner, a year you want to watch.
This time around, the woman say more minister, no one was saying, ebe reshuffle ebe you edi need ni power for aba
near the ababa
say na be ya
so don't give room for that speculation.
Okay,
Your thesis should be solid. Sabio Siganda ya ubenya kakra men dada me your auditor ubenya kakra, but you should be very careful. Do the work, and then through that a benefit will come. One can do the work.
Yeah, Jumano,
and yet you take sika. One substance idea de koyana yanye. A question first sika so the form and your processes I see the two in place and also yanye. Until yesterday, more making sure say don't rush to take the money from the company's account or the ministry account. Make sure it pass through the processes.
The procurement process.
Be everything solid.
Okay.
Get it to the latter. Make sure you get a value for money. The principle should be upheld.
No over invoicing.
Over invoicing. I don't know over invoicing.
Got there 2 CD. Why not 10 CD?
And no maybe on now you better clear. Say young getting cry ni. But at the second I said, yeah, look, expose Mama big time. Yeah, 1 inch change. $255 million. Senior president near Brasil is my president Nanaduba near NCC 4 interchanges. I no cry more complex than yours. Ni 4 ni 9 $285 million. Can you imagine? 1 interchange cost no obedience 4. And no net show the extent of corruption over invoicing.
Okay.
What you saying? Yes, I'm for more money. No, I akwenya na money. Munko na munko ye juma no na mun hwe grassroots for no. That grassroots for ba near dodgy. Ya frau krapwa. Oh, out of coverage. San yamani chai. Also last year can be. Me say would be MP and Camerian umber promise keke. Calm down.
Brafom.
Your activities, it takes nothing from you. Say one Saturday or Sunday. Most young cleaning environment. No one can say water crown. What fat a you to say? Near your man for running as someone. And you say be crying, you know, you look as so a symbolic. No one can now be a couture crowd or that. Na man for we Mr. Uber who however possible.
The Biapaka V8 in China on a form.
Oh, right, but as the grandfather. Now, you manga football activities again said drinks beer spread. Now, you get rooted. You will be loved, you will be liked, and nobody can uproot you. But one, yes, sir, Anna, quick one on this. Appointment is why, dear man. Matters parliamentarians, especially NDC. And a vetting, I'm about to meet me.
Yeah.
Look, let me tell you. That kind of, you know, please put it somewhere. Second, can offer ya tabia. Move so baba abe meeting. Can offer office or a small nut to crack. I don't know, LBO be percent. Enka yaba ni people ni appointed. But already no him the competence. Nipa wetuma managing macroeconomic indicators are very solid on my way. Even in spite of COVID-19, look at the growth.
Okay.
Now, Tio, you and Oba, and you better say, look to me, Osla Uzu, on your small nut to crack. Say, and why you intimate no moment more than that.
So, Mammy, you best about hobby. Now, Mammy for Bay and Nibby, Collis, and Friday in tea. Oba bon 7 tofa o kasa tetentia producer e brand 40 seconds and bon 7 tofa. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Eba Jodin baby akasa free.
I'm vice assemblyman in Kencity Media. Na in fact the bomb about my pa moye.
That's it.
Na in fact if I ya don tayi. Aye ko program ni gabe. That na me kan wa mo honorable makochi befi. On the MP the honorable project in the Jamaica. I can know more. Capopose the seat. This a train.
Okay.
That's why I did that. But okay, to my dinner, we are almost sort of a traffic. I'm some of the fear and I did not so almost fear that I was up. That's the moment. Now I'm time I let more campaign. But then you might never watch on. The commission your man paying said. MCPR of board more than a campaign candidate, you know, all telling my.
All right.
No, no, after the year, in fact, Nipaya daughter.
Say, but I say, some of the MCs in the year, you know, there's no doubt about that.
Some of the MCs.
If you send your maintaining ministers, there are some MCs. How can an MC call a regional minister?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna West.
Upgrade.
Yes, from MC.
I don't know where my
that is it. I think the MCs need to or say maintain will be bomb money.
Wait, man, so I say,
hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, we didn't be a casa free. Oh, Medeja Bokore.
Yeah, I am here. Domina Monsue.
Kakra, Medeja Indio.
I think the issue concerning MC, you know, and I'm personally can't want them kakra.
Acquire them.
Yeah, you move the dear Mia for some couple of years, so Madina say dear Mia Pan. Now, Yamia Doma, the next MC, you know, or saying MC, I will mean Grassroots Nankasa because honestly, it was obvious to everybody that Madina and Yaman Koye, and no can be na Emma Honorable Boniface, Elusu, you know, or she knew my pa or Yama Madina, but still, Elusu election, no, or Madina has a up to now, it will be in a recovery.
Do you think the MC one of the year because of Kahobina Abasana?
Me, Kano, but
okay.
You to media, honestly, you say, you say, you know, said you can't obey them, what you are here. But
okay.
Emoya. So it's a figurative expression.
Okay.
So your next MC in the or your MC or Grassroots, and as we need Grassroots Nankasa.
All right.
I will need Madina or how or Madina so Madina nye municipal Kitwa.
Sheila, when I say, I think it's a laudable idea. The next MC for Madina, no, I should be a grassroots person. Okay, yate, ye Jumani, say, a before ya mabibia conkai. Sorry, Nkunyasino, so quickly, Mr. Donkor. I think some of the grassroots and so hard drain. But took us with the no chill, we bit my for a while. So
I don't send it a while, no, I could just so my daughters are really but you see, the issue is all about the leadership skill.
Okay.
And I make us a dear to be near the winning nipa. The nipa in your partner say you go down. Say, Uba Koto, oh dear, a bassa with your Kotokra, with your Koto.
Okay.
It takes nothing from your qualification. As a matter of fact, you'll be loved. And in your person who say, Mumo Modi, Namudia, and Yamabi, why you don't change. Not yet. Uba ran out the share here now, you know, but my but who got Grassroots now, what dear Opam is over 8 in 2.
Now, your group chairman, Honorable Japan, so simple to the stand, say, or bonnet better, but me whom a boss, not me who impending for me, do a motumba, but Obi, the Onya Dibrana, Ahomaso, Kuti,
Sentinel always be honorable. He's being loved by the public. No, to me, see that a gathering, public gathering, Nicole Parkin with no on 90. And it's simple. Opa, look at ordinary Ken as an ordinary person. One who can't down back tries as you go to you, no nika, no a shit t-shirt. Good. No, that is what people. That is say you will be loved. One more monsieur, no, yeah. One now, when we now, so there were so soon.
I was for my main message in Scopino. Please thank Mr. Donkor for us. The bailout is being paid now. Payment is ongoing. It's a good news. Master T Enya Musikan be here. Elibert or say good morning. Ketia is going to play drama today. Money or say Mr. Finance Officer is the other one. More fire. Please stay on educating Ghanaians. Oh Ghana, listen to this wisdom. Thank you, Mr. Donkor. God bless you. Now Obisu be for Mr. Donkor. Menkamano. Well, say good morning, my brother. I'm watching you live from Takrade. Excellent submission. Hope to hear from you. Yate, Yate da say obo Mr. Donkor baso amponsa prof empty petition no atonsuom Kojo Nkrumah NDC guys should go and sleep. Ghanaians don't need this Mahama comedy. Yempe ewaha. So and Vincent from this one Takrade. Also, I salute you this morning. I hope by the grace of God you are doing very well. Or I thank God for your dedication to serving the 2 TV and Mother Ghana. I greet your guest, Mr. Christian Donkor, for his good work, and I think he deserved the position of Deputy Minister for Finance under this president. Vincent from Takrade, and I see Solomon from Chifupras, one of the communicators. Good morning, bro. I'm watching you live. Keep the fire burning. I love the analysis of your panel. It is true because I was once an NDC man, and I defected to MPP. Okay, infancy here. You say, next week, now she said, and some why now it made him come. I know, make on me too for no smarts and no senior channel. Who did you mean you to about just say? No, who did you cry, you feel Hosey, never toho. Now become fine. Aha, now what they are told, we are outside the ashe. But say, what the better about your seno? Upon the force, it is not advisable. This has been a wonderful and great and fruitful discussion this morning, live on Ghana's biggest and most authoritative political, social, and current affairs talk show on Ghana's biggest platform, Net2 Television. Friday's edition and Financial Friday. Mamina, the entire production team, you know, as from the MCR to the camera, Mahe Abomechidom and a makeup. Atadia Sheme, Anti Awu, ya. Awu unisex boutique adaro mame and also her menti menchia me mame say wadom me ye chiao and pay say obo ye chido me dido owo hene entwi buisi akonya me adom na adom dom ya ye see next month mo February Monday na ya sanso e de anamontu papa e de bro. Have a great weekend. Yaw amofa Boachi takes over with the national agenda. Good morning.